Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name as always is Chris Orme, and today we're back with some Starters Order 6. We're here at Fens Lodge looking at Batchworth Dancer, and yeah, 3 Grade 1 wins in a row. We're going out 3 miles, 2 furlongs, maybe a little too far, don't know, but it's the Cheltenham Gold Cup. We've just found out that Batchworth Dancer is a nice mare. You know, we gotta go for it. We gotta try it. We gotta test it out. I'm really hoping that we do win, but it's a good field. I've checked it. I've pre-checked the field. There's 2 really good horses. And, yeah, Reckway Striker and... what's the other one called? Mr. Chevalier? I believe. Monsieur Chevalier. Those are the 2 I'm worried about. They currently sit 1st and 4th in betting. Ribot's Guest's also a very nice horse. So those are the 3 that could push us out. Yeah, looks like Ribot's Storm there came right into it. Ribot's Guest, sorry. Came right into it. Polar Storm, though, to nowhere being favourite. I don't see that one. Reckway Striker and Monsieur Chevalier falling down. I don't know why. Let's go to the paddock and see what's there. Chevalier is agitated. Okay, I'm happy about that. Taminkle's very calm. Not happy about that. Reckway Striker's just okay. Ribot's Guest's moving well. That's very dangerous for us. And we're parading well and fit. 2 for Polar Storm, 2 for Reckway Striker. So it's the red with black diamonds, I guess that is. The orange with black diamonds. It's the bright check with white sleeves, and Ribot's Guest is that diamond. So okay, a few horses there to take a look at. Now we are, you know, we're in profit for the first time thanks to those 4 feature graded races that the Batchworth Dancer has run and won. We are sitting quite pretty now at 200,000 in the bank. The breeding barn's okay. It's full of bad horses, but it's actually producing horses, so we should make money there. So really, we're able just to test Batchworth Dancer now. And that gives us a chance to go for a big race like this race, the Cheltenham Gold Cup itself. So absolutely fantastic. We're going to come up very soon, I believe, to the first jump. And a very wide field at the front here. And then very bunched up in the middle. So, we see Stylish Claire on the far outside with Isas. Oh! Oh, we nearly fell. Oh my gosh, we nearly fell at the second jump. Did you see that? The toes just clipped. My gosh. Isas now on the inside. Classic Vintage, Double Sympathy, Stylish Claire, Triple Charm, and then back to Taminkle and Polar Storm. Diamond Frontier just dropping back alongside Reckway Striker. Then the big group with Come On You Irons, 5-Star Day, Monsieur Chevalier, Service Sound, Ribot's Guest, Bowling Annabelle, Secret Dance, and ourselves. A much better jump there. Come on. Make My Dream is also just here with us. And then Barn Stripper and Mayo Lad, you can see just slightly detached there at this stage. Not a great jump for some of those at the front. I'm just glad that we're getting over them. I don't want us to fall. We need to be jumping well to have a chance at winning this race. And at the moment, there's a couple of bad jumps and a couple of mediocre jumps. Nothing really too good from us to date, so we haven't made up much ground on them. I know we're going to make a run probably 4 furlongs out. That's probably where we're going to start to attack. I think it's a little furlong longer race than we're used to, so we'll probably go a little earlier than we should. So we need to be in good position there. That was a decent jump. A much better jump, though, for Ribo's Guest, who's just ahead of us now. So we keep an eye on him. Wreckway Striker as well. On the inside there, in the orange with a black cap and the black diamonds, I believe they are, on his back. Polar Storm is up into third there with a pink hat. We can see here, center camera. Wreckway Striker gets held up a little bit there. Doesn't jump well. Neither does Ribo's Guest, I don't believe. Monsieur Chevalier right towards the back now. On that inside in the black and red check. So we're going to see now 16 furlongs, 10 jumps into this race. And that was another decent jump, but nothing more from us. And we see now Wreckway Striker coming to the outside. Not sure why that is. Seems to be running a little slower than some of the other horses right now. It looks like, yeah, that he's moved around the field a lot. I'm not sure that's going to be good in terms of stamina for him. Kind of, with this race, you pick one pace, one place, and you just run your race. That's kind of how I think of it. So we've picked our pace, which is towards the back of the field. We've picked our place, which is towards the outside of the horses. And we're just running our race. But that's a terrible jump. Oh, that is a terrible, terrible jump. We've got Monsieur Chevalier on our inside. We start coming up now this long hill. 12 jumps in, we're over halfway. There's a lot of horses in between us and the front runners. Polar Storm now is on the outside. He could be moving into the lead with one good jump and one good run. Taminkle isn't too far back either. Wreckway Striker on the outside of the chasing group. Ribo's Guest is just there with us, as well as Monsieur Chevalier on our inside. So, oh, and another bad jump and we lose some more ground. We are not going to do anything in this race if we cannot get this right. A lot of room to make up here. A great jump there, it seems, for Monsieur Chevalier moving up. But we are still last but one, even with some horses falling. That's our first really good jump. But it only puts us back in contention with the dangerous horses at the rear of the field, not the ones at the front of the field. Taminkle second, Wreckway Striker third. You can see Monsieur Chevalier stepping up on the outside of the field. We're out jumped there as well by Ribo's Guest. You see Polar Storm has fallen back but is now charging right up that field, trying to make a little bit of ground up. 6 furlongs left to run. Classic Vintage, Mayo Lad, Saviour Sand, Bowling Annabelle and Secret Dance. All out of this as we come round this sweeping left-handed downhill. 5.5 furlongs. We've got 3 fences left. And what a great jump that was by Wreckway Striker. He is out into the lead. Our chances have gone here maybe, unless we jump really well on the next few. We are running really well, approaching this 20th jump. We jump it fairly well. Barn Stripper comes with us. We are now up into 4th. Taminkle and Double Symphony, though, may not be able to hold us off. It looks like Double Symphony is going to fall off. 3 furlongs left. We are up into 3rd. Ribo's Guest is inside us. We are coming around now, trying to get round the outside into 2nd, past Taminkle. Barn Stripper, though, giving it a good old go. We are starting to come back off the pace. Is this race just too long? Can we get one good jump? It looks like Ribo's Guest there nearly fell. Can we get one charge for the line? Please. Please. A top 3. Great jump. Please. Let's go. Ribo's Guest is right there on the inside. 1 furlong left. We're head and head, neck and neck. Barn Stripper up into 2nd place, running well. Wreckway Striker is going to run away with this. Ribo's Guest now really starting to make a charge for the line. And I think then we'll just move into 4th place. Not the best of finishes from us. It was a little too far. And Not the story that we wanted to tell, but we stayed right there with Ribbo's Guest. I'm very happy with that. We faded a little badly at the end, I feel. It says we stayed on, but I don't think we did. Ribbo's Guest there, good run up into third. Barn Stripper, an amazing run there. Did not expect anything from the Irish horse, but she ran really, really well. And that final third of the race, she came out of nowhere, really. I didn't notice her throughout too much of the race. I was looking at other horses, and a great run there. Reckway Striker, as expected, takes this race. Monsieur Chevalier, he was eased, you know. He was sweating and agitated. That kind of took him out. So, expected. But fourth place in this field, I feel, is very, very good. You know, look at some of the horses we've beaten here and their ratings. And, you know, Cheltenham Gold Cup to finish in the money. That's another 25 grand. Not as much as it could have been. 300 grand for the winner, of course. 115 for second place. But we'll take our 25 grand. Fourth place there. I think that is pretty good. Oops. And yeah, we'll just finish up today's racing then. And sadly, that's the end of the unbeaten run. But it's still a great performance. And I'm very happy seeing Batchworth Dancer not really be too far out of the running there. We had a shot. We could have got top 3. Maybe if Reckway Striker would have fallen, and maybe the Irish horse had it, you know, maybe they had run the race of their lives to get up into second place. And we were right there fighting as well at the line for third place. So, you know, if the winner had fallen, if that second horse hadn't have run as, you know, unexpectedly well as he did, that could have been us fighting for the line to win that race. So, in all, I'm very, very happy, especially since we nearly fell on jump number 2. We poorly jumped at least 3 of the other gates. That means 4 out of 22 were really bad jumps. We had average jumps to poor jumps for most of the rest. I only saw 1 that we jumped really well and 2 that we jumped fairly well. And we gained a little bit of ground on some people. Yeah, I can't remember any others. Correct me if I'm wrong, have your say in the comment section below. Or contact me at Chris Orme on Twitter, of course. You know, you can get hold of me there. To have your say, give feedback or suggestions. Greatly appreciated as always, any communication. I will get back to you, you know, almost instantly if I can. So, yeah, a little bit weird, but hey, our rating goes up. We are up to 158 now. We're approaching that 160 mark. That is absolutely fantastic. You know, we were a little unlucky in some places there. If we'd have jumped better, I think we could have got top 3. And like I say, a little bit more luck on the day could have seen us taking the Cheltenham Gold Cup. But I'll take 4th place. I will take 4th place any day of the week. And let's get us up to about 12. Let's go for 2 weeks. I was going to say about 12 days. Let's go for 2 weeks. So 14 days since our last race. Let's go look and see at 3 miles what is about a grade 1. The Liverpool Hurdle. That is something that I am interested in. We can win that. The World Series Hurdle as well on the 28th of April. A little bit more rest. I'm definitely going in for that. Again, that's a very sort of big risk, because Mr. McGoldrick is a 169 rated who's won its past 4 races at grade 1 and grade 2. So we're going to see if we can compete with Mr. McGoldrick. I think we can. I really do think we can. And apart from that, we should be fairly competitive with the rest of that field. But do I want to go to Aintree and run the Liverpool hurdle? Is that something that I want to do right now? These are hurdle races, not chase races, so a little bit easier to jump. I mean, we're fully fit, right? We are fully fit. A little jaded. When's that race, though? It's another 6 days. I mean, that should be fine. That should be fine. We're going to book ourselves into it. Because why not? Really? Still jaded. I mean, right up until the day, and we're still jaded, requires a little more. This should be an easier race for us. We should be able to win it. I don't know. Is it a good idea? Is it a good idea? I mean, we did pay to play. I think we're going to jump out of it and just go for this one. Because that's not what we did it? No, that's... Okay. Woo. No, that's not what we did. Gold Cup. World Series hurdle. Where's... Oh, because we're booked into the race. Yeah, no, that's... I think that's a good race for us. We're not going to go for a... Yeah, we're going to tire ourselves out again. We're not going to run as well as we could have if we'd have gone to Liverpool. Gone to Aintree for the Liverpool hurdle. And then we'd probably not be in good shape for this race either, so I'm not sure about that. I am not sure about that. Don't see much in the auction, so let's just keep going. We're going to try and see if anything does show up in an auction. And basically just see if anything is winning races at the moment. I'll see what kind of races they're in, rather than worrying about the rating or the age. I mean, yeah. Yeah, age is a weird one, because age 9 seems to be a good racing age, whereas it would be coming towards the end of a breeding age in my flat game, so it's kind of taking a little time to get used to that and get used to the auctions, what I'm looking at. So I ignore the price, I ignore the rating of a horse. I still look for group winners, and I still see if they are a horse that wins races or not in general. And it just looks like nobody is there. 5-year-old there, good distance on him, maybe. I want to see kind of what these horses go for as well. So what about Nobby Kivambo then? So he's got a reserve of 7,500. Slowly coming up to that, I guess. So we could just get him for his reserve, which is interesting. Okay. I think we got 200 grand in the bank, guys. We're not going to be missing that much, are we? Laid back 2 miles. I don't think that's enough for what I want to do. not a great horse either. And none of them can be bred from apart from Nobby. So why didn't we get... Why didn't we get Nobby then? Because we bid the 7.5, didn't we? Nobody outbid us. A little weirded out by that. Okay, that's a shame. I wanted to see what he was like. I did want to see what he was like, and then maybe put him in the breeding barn to replace our absolutely god-awful current climate. Maybe today after the races then. Maybe today. So Batchworth Dancer here in the World Series Hurdle, Class 1, Grade 1, 4-year-olds and up. We are over to Punchestown in Ireland. Couple of good horses in this race. Couple of good horses. They are the favourites, Innocent Affair and Mr. McGoldrick. Apart from that, Saddlepack and Molly Maguire just ahead of us. They are also ahead of us in terms of rating, because this is a hurdle race, not a chase race. Yeah, I think 140 is a little low for us on hurdles, to be fair. I know we can beat some of these other horses that we've raced against before. Let's go to the paddock then. Let's see what is up here. So Stowaway is a little agitated. It looks like Innocent Affair and Mr. McGoldrick are both backed fairly well. So we're looking here then at the yellow of Mr. McGoldrick, and Innocent Affair is in the purple. Those are the two that we really need to keep an eye on. So I will be speeding through this one a little bit, just to see how things get on. Decent first jump. I do like to watch the jumps a little slower. But it looks like we're taking up the rear again, which is unsurprising, of course. And we shouldn't have any issues with these jumps. So I'm going to go forward until the last few jumps and just see where we can go. Nice jump there. So it looks like Molly Maguire out in the lead from Giovanna. Mr. McGoldrick is there with Cockney Rebel and Saddlepack. Cockney Rocker there as well, just catching up to them. And us in between Stowaway and Innocent Affair at the rear of the field. So 5 jumps in. We got 15 furlongs. We're jumping okay. We are towards the rear of the field, but we're jumping fairly well so far, which is expected. You know, these are not big jumps, and Batchworth Dancer is known to be quite decent anyway. So we'll see, can we get a win here? 10 furlongs left. We'll probably slow it down at around the 6 or 5 furlong mark and watch the last few jumps. The field here not having any issues whatsoever with these jumps. These hurdles not really testing anyone. The field is fairly together. Little detached at the back there for Stowaway. Slowly catching up there. Molly Maguire out ahead. The rest of the field together. It looks like Giovanna there pulls up. 4.5 furlongs now from home. You can see us on the outside, but here comes Cockney Rebel round the outside. We are starting to make a move now up towards 3rd place. Mr. McGoldrick here on the near side of the camera, just ahead of us. Saddlepack now breaking forward, trying to follow us round the outside. Cockney Rocker now taking over the lead from Molly Maguire as we come round this right-hand turn. And it's a good jump there from Mr. McGoldrick. They get ahead of us. 2.5 furlongs left. We are going to come back at Mr. McGoldrick, though. We want to really go at this race. Giovanna and Stowaway have pulled up. 1.5 furlongs. We need a great jump here. We do not get it. We land flat. And you know what? That's our chances gone. One bad jump here at the end of the race, and we are not going to catch Cockney Rocker. 1/2 furlong left to go. We're going to storm through up to 2nd place. But that is going to be it for us. Cockney Rocker will take it. Molly Maguire nearly pips us there on the line. But again, slightly disappointing. Cockney Rocker 121, again, an unknown Irish horse coming out big. But we could have got them, we should have got them. The main reason we didn't, well, it was that final jump. The penultimate jump was okay. The final jump, we landed really flat. We kind of went almost straight up and down, as we've done in the last couple of races to a couple of the jumps. And yeah, we lost ground, we lost momentum. Mr. McGoldrick didn't do too much in that race, but we can't get the job done. Cockney Rocker will take it. We're into second place there. How much is that? That's 29,500, so a little bit more than we earned from the Cheltenham Gold Cup. We didn't have the pace, ground didn't suit us. We still should have won that race. And as we move into auction, we've got some stallions here. We got the Warsaw Pact and the Masterful Act. Interesting. Small build, okay. 2 furlongs. 2 furlongs, 2 miles, sorry, 2 miles 4. And I'd probably want Masterful Act despite it being a worse horse. Yeah, I probably would, to be fair. I probably would. But ultimately, we don't want either. Let's go to the end of April and the start of May. What is there left to run? Not too much. Grade races are done. So 3 mile, nothing there. 2 mile 7, nothing there. 3 mile 1. There is the Grand Course de Hayes in Auteuil in France. Le Français. Let's have a look at this field. That's not a scary field. That is not a scary field. Illusos is a good horse. Wreckway Striker is back again. Is it? Could be a threat. But apart from that 3, I think we are going to be the top horse in that field. Could be on our distance, maybe. We shouldn't jump fairly, as badly as we did at Cheltenham. Because, let's face facts, we're over much shorter jumps. So, we're just going to go up to this one and see what we can do here in France. Wreckway Striker, Illusos, and ourselves. So Wreckway, as we know, is one of those horses in the orange and black. Illusos is in the red with the coloured stripe, because the other 2 have white stripes. So I'm really hoping we can get a win in this video. We've had 4 graded wins in a row, then a 4th place, a 2nd place, and we will be a little tired for this. Let's not forget that. But Illusos there, Wreckway Striker, those are the 2 to worry about. Apart from that, we should be quite well. So Cesium out ahead early, Uncertain Affair now moving to the front. Is it? And Come On You Irons as well. Looks like Campaspe really badly jumped there. So we are towards the rear, 24 furlongs. In the interest of time, we are going to speed this up and focus on ourselves, because if we jump well, we'll be there at the end. That's basically, and that's not jumping well. But that's basically it. If we jump well, we'll be there at the end. If we don't, we won't. So we don't need to worry about anybody else. We just need to focus on our own race. So a bad jump, a good jump, couple of decent jumps. Another decent jump there, gaining a little bit on the horses ahead of us. Wreckway Striker is right there with us. So we're coming up now to 16 furlongs. Looks like Is It is out in the lead. Illusos there now moving towards the outside in 4th place. A good jump now. 2 or 3 more of those and we will have a great chance of winning this race. So we're just trying to keep our pace towards the end of the field. Not a great jump there. Recway does jump well. We jump okay in both those there. No. So that's number 8 and 9 done. Recway Striker has pulled up. It looks like they might be out of this race, and they are. That takes out one of the big horses. And there goes, yeah, there goes Cesium. So the 2 stable horses, the stablemates, have gone. Ilsos on the inside there. They're running in this race still as we come now. 6 furlongs. We need a couple of good jumps. We do not get one. Come on, 3 more jumps. We need some good jumps to give us pace to get back at this field, because currently we are done. There's a good jump. And there's another good jump, a really good jump. But you know what? We're so far behind at that stage, it really doesn't matter. We have a good jump as well. We jumped the last 3 fairly well, but we're so far back at that stage that we cannot do anything. Come on, you Irons. A horse that we never have had any issue with comes in to win this one. Recway goes down. Is It did nothing. Ilsos did nothing. And we couldn't capitalise. We could not capitalise. We had a couple of bad jumps that took us well out. We didn't get the good jumps in the middle of the race to get into challenging positions, so the jockey eased off. Despite that, we jumped the final 2 or 3 really well, and we should have been in challenging position at that point. And then we could have easily blitzed past for the win. So a very, very disappointing video. A very, very disappointing end to the season. And Batchworth Dancer, from winning 3 Grade 1s in a row to finishing just in the money at the Cheltenham Gold Cup, not being able to take the World Series hurdles, and then going to France and failing spectacularly in this race. So what can I say, guys? It's a season of ups and downs. That's what jumps racing's all about, I guess. You go over some, you fall at some, and at the end of the day, you take what you can get. We've had some good luck. We have money in the bank at the end of this season. We've got a 2-year-old coming through that we should be able to sell, if nothing else. So let's wrap up this season by saying, I've enjoyed it. We've done well. We've got the top hurdler, which is unbelievable. Cannot believe that, but you know, absolutely delighted to see that. More of a chase horse than the hurdler, I think. So, a great season for Batchworth Dancer. We finished fairly poorly, but we had a good run there for a little while. Like I say, money in the bank, breeding barn established. We can pick up horses in auction now. And Sita and Current have Climate have bred. They have bred a Sita Current. It's a 2-year-old colt who, let's face facts, looks terrible. Should we just sell this one? I think we're going to sell this one. Let's sell this one. So let's go to the auction and see how much horses sell for. Because I know in the flats game I can sell horses for quite some money. Anybody be gonna bid? Yes, they are. Oh my days, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Round and round and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows. We're not going to get to 400 grand, but 389 and change is far better than expected. Should I have sold Sita Current? Should I have not? About 50%, you know, with a potential. Not too bad. That's not too bad. I didn't take a look at the jump stats at all, which I probably should have. So yeah, this could have been a bad sale, considering it's got plenty of years to get better. But I do have money. I do have money. So, what are we going to spend the money on? How about a horse transporter? Let's get a nice horse transporter in there. Quarantine, extra feed barn, field space, why not? Let's get a lot of this in place. $250,000 in the bank. We can upgrade to 2 more transporters and be out of money. So really, we're looking to earn about 400 grand, and then everything would be fully upgraded. Now, if Batchworth Dancer has another season like last year and picks up 4 of these wins, we're going to have, that money. If she replicates what she's done to date, we're going to have that money. So at the end of this season, we could be fully developed in terms of facilities, plus we've got yearlings coming through all the time. Current climate and CETA, let's do that again, shall we? Let's do that again and see if we can get another 400 grand horse. So, yeah, surprisingly, this save has gone from the brink of bankruptcy to the brink of greatness. And just when we thought we could have it all, it slips through our fingers. But we've come close. We know what we can do. We know what races now to look for. 2-7 allowance race hurdles, but more importantly, the 3-mile chase races at grade 1. We can compete, we can win, we can get money. So Batchworth Dancer, plus let's not forget Batchworth Dancer, if we can find a really nice stallion in auction somewhere, Batchworth Dancer in that breeding barn could produce something really special. So the next few years at Fens Lodge look really, really promising. I hope you're enjoying the save. I hope you're enjoying the game despite some of the races today. I certainly I'm very optimistic going forward. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, click a like, put a thumbs up on this video. Have your say in the comment section below. As always, I've been Chris Orme. Thanks very much for watching. You all take care and come back soon for some more Starters Order 6. Until then, bye guys.